be the man. You gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo! You're talking to the Rolex wearing, diamond ring wearing, wheeling dealing, limousine riding, jet flying, son of a gun. And I'm having a hard time holding these alligators down. Woo! Styling and profiling. Woo! Showtime.
Welcome to Defend the Hustle. Buffalo always keeps it a buck.
I can guarantee you most of the audience is gonna agree with me before they agree with you.
Lock in, because Buffalo is about to
crack your cranium and fertilize your brain.
Go ahead and
right here, right now.
You go ahead.
subscribe and share now.
All right, just a second. All right, you all can hear me?
Yeah, I don't think nobody came over.
Okay, it's the same one, right?
No, I
It
clicked
looks
on.
like people coming in now.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
just see Ella pop in.
Ella just jumped in here. Let's see. I see 6 people watching, so maybe they'll just come over. I don't know, because that was crazy, man. It kept on saying it's initializing, and it would never cross over. So once I stopped the broadcast and started it back, then it worked. I don't know, but initially it was saying uh, a bunch of people was going on at the same time, so it probably was overloading the server. So um, let's see. Hopefully they come over. See, resale dad. Is he in the chat? Can you see him in the chat on one?
I don't see anybody in the chat. Just
Ella?
now my wife, Ella, and you. Yeah, let me redo it. Yeah.
Okay. All right, man. We'll go ahead and get it going. Hopefully they'll see it and come on over. Let's see. Let me hit old boy up. I think what they need to do is just refresh their screen, and they'll be able to find the show.
Yeah, we live and locked and loaded. What's up? How y'all doing this Sunday? Everybody all right? We're trying to got a little technical difficulties right now, but we'll be right with y'all real soon. Chill and relax.
All right.
And,
All right. So let's go ahead and get started, man. Want to give a shout out to the chat. We'll go ahead and do that first. Shout out to Save Hill First. Ella for the super chat. I appreciate you. Shout out to Florida Girl Picker. Thank you for coming out supporting the channel. And a shout out to All in One Package. Thank you for all that you do for the channel. And to the mod, Jennifer Hayes, thank you for all that you do as well. Jennifer, I got to get with you too. I need a mod once I do my Whatnot show. And I know you're very familiar with that on Whatnot. So I got to get with you to see if you're available to mod the show for me. But yeah, I want to thank everyone for coming out. Sorry about the issues that we was having earlier. For some reason, a bunch of people was coming on at 7:30, and I think their server overloaded, so it took us a while to get on. So I had to stop the broadcast and start it back. So hopefully we don't have that type problem anymore. So let's go ahead and talk about what we accomplished this week, and then we're going to talk about our new segment to the show as well. All right.
I did a lot of this Chris, part time player, part time everything, part time hustler, part time everything, part time do it all, stay at home, paw everything. You hear me? We just doing it around here. Half of the Glass City Pickers, my better half relaxing today. So we just been chilling today. But I did some stuff, man, in that garage, man, shuffling some totes and stuff around, man, trying to get some room for some stuff we're trying to do later on. But I haven't been spectacular. We made some good sales this weekend. I can say that. You know what I mean? I didn't know if it was little Timmy's birthday, graduation gifts, all that type of good stuff was popping off. So we made a couple of dollars here and there, but it's been fruitful, man. You know what I'm saying? We just been staying sucker free doing us. And happy Sunday for everybody. Thanks for staying loyal and staying to the soil. You feel me? Because we did have a little technical difficulty, but we back and popping. So holla at your boys.
Yeah.
All
Well,
right.
I'm the middleman picker. I didn't do too much this week, but the same thing working on Amazon and Walmart loads. I they finally received my first shipment for Walmart.
Oh yeah,
It
okay.
took like 10, 11 days for
Dang.
that to happen. I don't know why, because
That's Walmart, man.
it went
That's
from here
Walmart.
to
They trying to
Davenport,
figure it out.
and they
It
got
went
it. They
from
got
it
like the
went from
next
where?
day.
It
It
went
went
from
from here
where?
to Davenport, Florida.
For real?
Like I sent it on Monday. They got it Tuesday, and it's sat there since the 18th.
Dang.
Yeah, to the 18th. And then I checked it over the weekend, and I said, "Oh, they're receiving it." Because I wasn't gonna send no more until I seen them receiving that first shipment. I had already
Yeah.
started sent one shipment, and was starting on the third one. I was like, man, I don't know. Let me focus on Amazon. So I started focusing on Amazon. And when I saw that, then this morning I got up, and that's what I've been doing all day this morning. Yesterday I had
Yeah.
my niece had a graduation. Shout out to Anaya. Um,
Congratulations.
yeah, she
Yep.
graduated
Congratulations.
yesterday. So we were doing that all day yesterday, and then I didn't do anything but that all day. Um, then during the week, the Amazon and Walmart. This week here is going to be somewhat the same. Tonight I'm doing a Walmart shipment. I'm gonna try to make this a bigger shipment than I did because I really ain't shipped too much in. For Walmart easier than Amazon. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm dragging on. Buff got to get to his. That's
No,
basically
no,
all
you
I did
good. You good.
this week and this weekend.
All
Yeah, you
right. You
good,
got
man. When y'all got the flow, man, you got the flow, bro.
you
Oh,
got you
okay.
go you gonna have something popping off anywhere it go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
and
mean,
I received some of my whatnot inventory this week.
Hey, you gonna
So,
show some of that?
yeah, I can show some of that, but it's coming from almost the same vendor that Buff
Yeah.
getting his from. Plus, I got some from others, but I can show that later.
You
Yeah,
all
I
right.
mean when we get to that.
all right. Let me run the Buffaloes for Ella. I appreciate you, Ella, for the super chat. Just pop that up.
Super chat received.
Hey, man, turn out to YouTube. All right, so I appreciate that, Ella. Thank you for the super chat. So for me, this week I did a buy from Walmart on Tuesday. I didn't put anything into my social media. Just was had other stuff to do, so I didn't get around to it. And not that I didn't want to, because I did want to share some of those items, but I just had other stuff going on at the warehouse and trying to, well, the warehouse is already set. I have got my guys in and reset the place back to its normal setup with a few changes to try to prep for this whatnot. sale that I got coming along. And based off of the inventory that I have, it's probably going to be, 4 or 5, maybe 6 shows, uh, because I have a lot. I have a lot that I'm going to run through, whatnot. A lot of good toys, new toys. Very rare that I have anything that's used or broken, which it is probably about 5% of the inventory got some problems, but the other 95% is new in the box. So that's one of the things I'm going to be pushing and focusing on to hopefully get people in there to bid on the goods starting from $1. I mean, you probably can come in there and build. If you're a seller and got your own auction going on, you probably can come in there and win some good items that you can resell. Whether you selling on a whatnot itself, or you selling on YouTube, or you selling on other platforms like Amazon and eBay, and some people on Walmart. All these items, like I said, 95% of the stuff is going to be new in the box, uh, with either no damage or a little small blemishes. That won't stop you from selling it on a platform like Amazon. So that's pretty much what we're working on. We got the background set up, which I got a lot of my big time toys display, which they're definitely not going to be for sale unless they're going to pay the premium price. But it's just for display. So when you see the pictures coming out and you see everything on this table, just keep in mind that that stuff is basically for display. It's not for sale. It's just to attract attention to people. But I am going to also put into the advertisement photos of the items that I'm going to be selling as well, so you can get an idea of what we're going to have pushing through the sale, and hopefully, like I said, it entice people to come out and support it. Um, I supposed to go back to Walmart on Tuesday of this week because they couldn't do anything on Saturday. It was something going on with Walmart where they couldn't do any markdowns on Saturday. I don't know, was it something that was going on with corporate that wouldn't allow them to do any markdown? So I went there briefly on Saturday, and it was a short trip, and came back to the warehouse and started working on finishing up my Amazon shipment and process. And I made a buy of a bunch of Reebok underwears, all different size, sports tight underwears, and we was processing those, which took a while. But once I got halfway into the process, I started thinking that, maybe instead of trying to push those out on different platforms, just throw them into the whatnot sale on a different day and just try to push them out for whatever I can get for them, because they all are new in the box, no issues, and it's just be another way to move inventory. So that's pretty much what I accomplished this week. And you guys got anything going on this upcoming week for reselling, things that you got to get taken care of?
One thing I gotta get taken care of, I gotta get some more money so I can get some more product. That's one thing I gotta do. Well, other than that, no.
I mean,
Okay,
I have to buy more boxes. I need more boxes for my for the figures, because
right.
I'm gonna send a whole shipment of just figures, just action figures, just wrestling and Marvel. That's what I'm gonna do. So that's my next thing. I'm just waiting for them to come in, and as they come in, I could just start putting them. Pretty soon, you're gonna see nothing back here.
Right.
Everything's gone. I don't care what, it all gone. You know,
Yep. Yeah.
I'm still selling things on Amazon and Walmart. Stuff like these off the shelf. Because now
Right.
I decided to just list them on there, and then once I start the shipment and start putting them in the shipment. I start taking them down off the site and just sending it all in. But that's
Right.
basically what I'm doing all week because Saturday it's not. We probably be leaving Saturday for another graduation. So and we're trying to decide on that.
Where's that?
Moultrie,
Oh, okay. In Georgia?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, yeah. Right around close to your neck of the woods, man.
Nah, yeah, probably like where I was born, like but
Yeah.
it's far away still from me because I think that's right above Valdosta.
Yeah,
Yeah, so
uh,
that's about 3.5 hours, something like that from me.
it's good like it's gonna be a 4 hour drive from us from here.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But ain't that's not set in stone yet. So
Yeah.
you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
so
who is that for?
for my them same niece, they throwing a party for her up there with her grandparents,
Right.
her other grandparents on her mother's side. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
so they want to do somewhere up there. We'll see. It ain't set in stone like I said, but we'll see.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, you already know the spots down there from having to drive up on your from your business.
Hmm.
So if y'all had to make any stops to some of those little side stores, you already know where they are.
Oh yeah, oh
Right
yeah,
off of 75. So,
oh yeah. And I'm pretty sure that little Walmart that they got there isn't getting hit that much.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. The
You know
one,
what I mean?
Sure.
the one, is what is Valdosta the one in Tifton.
Yeah.
All that little spot right there, man. Probably ain't nothing going on. People
You
putting
know,
their money elsewhere, and the
you
clearance
know when I
probably
was,
sitting around full.
when I was going to Valdosta every week, um, I was hitting all of them along 75.
Right.
Man, I was tearing them up.
Yeah. Yeah. They have
Yeah,
Bells down there too, don't they?
yeah. Oh, what's that?
Oh, okay. Okay. I ain't.
What that?
Hey, uh, certain people don't let that out the bag. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
They do.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I used to hit all the stores, even the Rosses. I used to hit a lot of the other stores that we all went to. But I used to hit the Rosses and the Burlingtons and all that. Man, just park the truck in the parking lot and go in there for 30 minutes and see what I can find and run in and run out.
yeah.
And the Lowe's. I used to hit the Lowe's a lot too.
Oh,
You
okay.
know, I fill up that side seat. Man, that jump be so tall. I be hoping that they don't pull me over because I couldn't
Yeah,
really see.
yeah.
I got to push it back just enough so that I can see the rear view mirror, but I stay in
Right.
the right lane the whole drive in the back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, man, that was them days. I don't go up there now, but we
You don't do that sideway no more?
huh?
You don't go that way no more?
Nah. I changed jobs when I went from Orlando to over here in Lakeland. Well, not jobs. I changed positions in the same job. Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, and I don't do that. I just stay around general area, Central Florida. That's it. But yeah, that man, I used to love doing that, man. And plus, I used to claim that on my taxes too because of mileage. Because I
Yeah.
got receipts in all them cities. So the mileage from here to up there, I used to claim it. Yeah, technically, I was buying, and I was official business for my company.
Right.
Yeah, that's another write off. But
Another
the
good one.
Tifton was good. There's another town I used to go in. They had a Ollie's. I think one year when me and Buff was talking, I was about to go into Ollie's. I think they had that 50 or 60% off or something like that. It
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
one
Yeah,
of them.
yeah.
I said, oh
It's
yeah,
it was 60% off.
yeah.
Mhm.
And we were meeting right there at the Ollie's, right in front of it. I said, man, I'm running in here.
Uh,
So what? You still working on the show? What's going
yeah. Some people's trying to hit me up to let me know they're in the chat, but I don't see them in the chat.
on? Little Debbie, did you say Bills? Yeah, that's what he said, Bills. But see, when Richard Hustle discovered it, we had already discovered Bills a long time ago. They,
Yeah,
they,
Richard
they,
Hustle.
yeah, their deals was a whole lot better than what they are now.
That's everywhere.
Richard Hustle put the whole Southeast Conference on
On
with
Bills,
that video.
yeah, and,
People
and see,
like,
like
what is Bells? Bells? What is that?
that
Well, we
used to
had.
be a honey hole.
I
Boy,
mean,
that
I
used to be.
remember. I used to see Bells, but I wouldn't go in there until you and I uh, start communicating, and you put me on to Bells. But I was like, I would pass by it all the time, and wouldn't even think that they would have stuff in there that you could flip. Um,
Man, I pulled so much inventory out of Bills before COVID and before everybody made it hot because man, they used to have pizza ovens in there. You know, because not too many people were shopping in there. Number, I guess it was an older crowd was always going there, and they're not gonna spend. You know, they might be on a budget and they're not gonna spend their money on little certain appliances and especially toys. Toys
right,
used to be the thing in there, man. And a whole bunch of toys.
right,
Now,
right.
not so much now.
Private shopping Sunday, June the 22nd. You see that one? Have y'all received something like that?
No,
Is that Little Debbie? Is that a new store in your area? I ain't heard. I haven't heard of that. I know that I had heard rumor that Ollie's was trying to start something for for private, like a private sale for like people that buy wholesale, or come in and buy big pallets of stuff. I
man,
heard
they
of
got
that, huh?
Bargain Hunt tried that mess and it backfired on them, man. They about to
Yeah,
leave it alone, man.
yeah. The reason it backfired on Bargain Hunt is because people had determined that they was cherry picking the pallets.
Yeah, you seen
So
that crap they had in there?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that
That's
was
what.
crazy. Then they raised their prices the same time they did it, and I was like, man, I ain't.
Yeah,
It's no longer a honey hole.
yeah. It was like every blue moon you could find something in there that they may had slipped on. What's going on, Swamp P? Appreciate you coming out, Resale Daddy. Thank you all for coming out. I thank you all in Little Debbie. I think you all the only one I missed in the chat. Thank you for the support. Um, yeah, every now and then you could go into Bargain Hunt and find something that they missed to mark correctly. But that's what killed them, man. They killed them was the greed. Whoever was taking care of the business, they had a great ideal. However, they started trying to get like they was a Walmart.
Hmm.
And everybody know you're a discount store, so stay in the discount place.
Yeah,
Don't come over here in the retail space as if you are Walmart or Target. Don't go over there looking at them saying, uh, they selling their stuff for $15. Let's put ours for $14.59. I mean, come on, man. Ain't nobody coming in here for that. We coming in looking for the discount. We coming in looking as if we was in Ross.
Yeah.
You know, not that we in Walmart or Target. So that's what killed them was the greed, man. My trips to Bark and Hunt got it went from probably 2 times a week to 2 times a month. Because they was just getting too greedy. I remember when they first opened, you could find comforters, toys, even food that was
Yeah.
still had a good expiration date for real cheap. But
Electronics.
every year they were gradually going up, to the point where you went in there and you looking around like where everybody at? People wasn't going in there like that, man. Just
Yeah, I remember I got goods up out of there when I rode come down there. We did Kentucky, going
yeah,
through there. Man, got good deals up out of that joint, man. Come back down that way, like next time, man. Shit, like
Yeah.
man, shit. It's like going to might well go to Walmart.
Yeah. The first time I've ever seen them was in, I think, when we went that first year for the yard sale, that long what the longest yard sale in
right,
Tennessee. The
yeah.
first year we went there, I saw the
What is
bargain
Highway
hunt.
127 or something like
Well,
that?
yeah, Highway 127. I think that's what it
Yeah,
is. But
yeah,
I ain't been there in a while. But the first year we had went to Whitehorse, Tennessee, vacation out there in the cabin, and they had one in that town. And bro, that bargain hunt has so much stuff, and I'm like, I ain't never heard of no bargain hunt.
right.
And bargain hunt, and I went in there, man. They had like these big uh baby bottle cleaners, like a machine that cleans the baby bottles,
Yeah,
bro. Man, I I had to get a trailer. The man, we went in there. I bought every last one of them things, and we're finding so much toys and things. Then my wife, I still got some stuff from Bargain Hunt. You know what I mean? Still
I
got
just
stuff.
sold my last little stuff I had. I had a Teen Titan comforter and sheet set. I
Hmm.
had got from there. I just sold that joint. I just sold that joint like a couple weeks ago, man.
And they was one of the ones I was buying. I started buying a lot of cosmetics because they had a lot of cosmetics that was on Amazon and and eBay that was selling good for good money. You know how they had that? What it was, a blue sticker, the red sticker, and the green sticker, or something like that. The white sticker, wasn't it black, white, and
right. For
bargain hunt when they put them
uh,
stickers on the different sales
I couldn't remember.
for a percentage off. It was each sticker represented a different percentage off. Yeah, but it was good.
And now they gone.
Now they gone
Yeah,
because
there
they
you go.
they got greedy. If you get greedy like that, a lot of people want to push the reseller out, but the reseller is one buying all your merchandise.
Yeah, yeah. I think Target Target is starting to realize that with the boycotts and all that stuff going on with them, is that they tend to now, because I watch resellers going in there that constantly. I don't understand. I mean, I guess people, whatever floats your boat. But you got people that would prefer to go shop Target clearances more so than they would Walmart clearances. And my thing is, when I kind of weigh both of them, Walmart normally have on a scale more items in clearance than you can find at Target. But what I have noticed here lately, since Target has been boycotted on a certain scale, they starting to let resellers come in and buy more. You remember before they used to try to put a limit on like
Yep.
things that you got 15 in the store and they telling you can only get two or three.
Hmm.
Because it's like they trying to watch your pocket instead of worry about the sales they making. And now it's like that kind of like they don't put that on the shelf because they just trying to get the sales like they should have been in the first place. It kind of remind me back to when I first started reselling. I went in Walmart and it was a young guy in electronics, and he was trying to limit me on the amount of these little skull candy speakers that I could buy. And I was like, "What you mean I can only get two?" He was like, "Well, that's the limit. You can only get two."
Yeah.
I was like, "Is that policy?" And he was like, "Yeah, well, just show me the policy. Tell me where I can find it. I can pull it up on my phone." And of course, it wasn't policy. That was just him shooting from the hip. And then once the lead came over, she was like, "Well, what's going on?" Because I was a bit upset because I knew that wasn't Walmart policy. And she was like, "Oh no, that is not the policy. You can buy as many as you want." And then he's sitting there like he mad. Bro, what you gonna be mad about when you up here putting out false information?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you wanted them, then you should have put them up where you could buy them later. But don't tell the customer you limited when you know that's not the Walmart policy. Walmart don't care if you come in there and buy the whole store. But it's just crazy, man. Where some of these stores you go in, you just can't believe everything the associate tell you. You got to kind of second guess them sometimes.
I
Because
see
they
you, bro.
most of the time they're trying to tell you whatever to get you up out their face.
And not sometimes, a lot of times, brother.
I see your brother came in the chat, bro.
Oh yeah, I see Purple Heart Picker. He come in at Kenny Griffin. That's his government name right there. But
What up,
he come
KG?
in as Purple Heart Picker. But
Yeah.
what's going on? Give a shout out to my that's my baby brother, Kenny Griffin. Give him a shout out. Appreciate you coming through, support the channel. Um, but yeah, man, let's get into where we at. 8:17. I know we had a kind of late start because of EV Mux. I think they had a server issue. There was too many people trying to log on at 7:30. Um, so let's go into our new segment, man. We're gonna go ahead and play the little promo, and then we're gonna get into it and talk about what we're gonna. It's not gonna be in depth because this is the first night we're gonna run it. But as we get into it, we're gonna try to make it be a big part of the show. Because everybody, and this ain't just for the people on the panel, it's for the people in the chat too. I want you to tell your story so we can highlight it and then discuss it as well. Because I'm pretty sure once we get into the segment, everybody gonna have their own little somewhat experience with a scammer when it comes to reselling. So that's gonna be the new segment that's gonna replace the reseller 411. We're going to bring it in as the scammer or the scammers of the week. So, uh, and once we play the promo, we'll get into it, talk about it a little bit. And like I said, if you got any problems that you're dealing with right now with scammers, put it in the chat. If you don't really best know how to handle it because it's your first time dealing with a case like that, I'm pretty sure one of us will be able to help you. Yeah, EV Mux is probably I give EV Mux 2 thumbs up over StreamYard. I mean, StreamYard, some people using the free version, which is good because you can't beat free. But this particular platform right here has a lot of bells and whistles that I'm not even using yet. But once I figure everything out, this is going to be my go-to streaming platform for this show and for my sporting channel that I already got the channel started. I just need to start streaming. So once the new games come out in July, right, Chris?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm going to start full time going with my streaming channel as well for sports games, other games that I may be involved with. I mean, I don't have a whole lot of time to put into it, but when I do, I'm gonna stream it, and then hopefully you all to come in and just check me out. Whether I'm winning or getting beat up on, come in and support the channel. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the new segment to the show, and here we go.
Scammers of the week. The names are changed to protect the innocent. Back to you, Buffalo.
Hey man, cancel the YouTube, man, coming over the screen. Whoever got the YouTube on, somebody turn that crap off, man. You're messing up the promo. Let me run the promo one more time.
Scammers of the week. The names are changed to protect the innocent. Back to you, Buffalo.
All right, so this is the promo, the scammer of the week. We're gonna talk about some issues that we have going on with scammers, and I'm pretty sure every reseller in the chat can relate. At some point, you have dealt with a scammer at some venue or a point in your reselling career. So, middleman, I know you got something going on right now. I had something going on last week, and Chris, I know you got you don't have a few issues as well. So let's go ahead and kick it off. Chris, you can kick it off, and then we'll work our way all the way around.
But one thing I'm gonna say about scammers, they're not bad people. I'm just gonna tell y'all they're not. They just a little slow and a little stupid. One thing about them is they think you're not gonna fight to get your money. They think, oh man, they beating Amazon, or oh man, they beating taking from Walmart. Oh man, who cares about the third party reseller? So I look at those scammers as I could give them the bird, but I will not because I will be very respectful tonight. But one thing I can say, man, I done had a few of them come across our table. Last month to be exact. Thought we done sold this item for $1,700. I'm trying to fight right now, but come to find out, it ain't did number took some parts off my little thing I was trying to sell them. You feel me? So it's like, hey man, I don't know, man. This hustle is a good hustle. Don't get me twisted. But God dang it, dealing with all this extra stuff, man, it's just sometimes you want to just wash your hands with it and say deuces. Because you got to look, man, you put a lot of effort in putting this thing together and trying to run this thing like a corporate. And you got goofballs coming and get you. And you be mad in the mud. But you got to take it with stride because that's part of this business. But one thing I could tell y'all about the scammers, man, they try everything. Don't matter what the item is, don't matter how much it costs. If they think they can get it for free, they got you. So my advice to you, man, is when you're sending stuff like off of high price items, I don't care if it's a high price item or not. I'm telling you, getting a signature. I'd rather pay them couple dollars for that signature instead of having to have the BS on my plate because you're trying to take me up top. So, like I said, my advice to make sure, hey man, get that signature so you know, hey, they don't sign for it. That mean they don't get it. That mean they don't get no money back either. That mean that product come back to you and you do what? Put it back on and resell it. So with that being said, man, it's scammers in everything, man. They scamming their own mama out their drawers and selling them back to her. They scamming all kind of ways, brothers and sisters. So it's all up to us to make sure we stay on our P's and Q's with this stuff and try to stay focused on it.
All right.
Yeah. I'm dealing with one trying to scam me over a wrestling figure. The issue that he's saying is that okay, he bought it in April the 20th. The 20th. I sent it out April the 21st. He got it April the 26th. He just opened up the return uh Thursday. So March 27th, I think. Something like that. It was like 30 some days, 31 days, 32 days after he had received the item, because that's what Amazon base it off, and not when you ship it out. They base it off when they receive it.
Right.
So they give them. There used to be 30 days to return. Now I think it's bumped up to 60 now, or
Right.
something like that.
Right.
But he says he got the item. He don't had it for 30, 31, 32 days. He took the item out the casing. He played with it, and the leg broke. That's what he's saying in his reasoning for the return. And he got it as missing parts. So I'm like, okay, you took it out, you broke it, you saying you broke it, and you opening up a return. So I'm just waiting for it to come back. As soon as it come back, he already know he's not getting a full refund. He's not getting a refund if it is up to me, because but Amazon, if I get it back, I'm gonna take at least 80-90% of it. Amazon allow you to take a percentage, especially when they're admitting to breaking the item, and he had over 30 days. So I don't understand how you get something, you want it, you break it, and you expect to get a return and all your money back. That's not going to happen. And this is what the item is.
Oh, hold on just a second.
This is what it is. Ultimate Brock Lesnar. So I had multiples of these. I bought them at Ollie's when they was in Ollie's. So once he get it back, once I get it back, I'm gonna compare the one he sent it back to this one,
Right.
and if it don't look like this one, but he already said it's broken. So being he already stated it's broken, you already know that's already a subtraction from your reimbursement, if you get a reimbursement. Because I didn't know that Amazon had changed the return policy. Well, I wasn't keeping up with it. You know what I mean? And
Right.
I know during the fourth quarter they give them 90 days. They give him that. Yeah, he got enough. He got 4 heads and all. Yeah, but his thing was missing parts. That was his claim, and I don't understand how they allow him to put missing parts, and then he's saying he broke it. But it's like any other one. You know what I mean? He got it. He had to sign for it, and he couldn't think of no other way of getting it. And it took him 30 days to try to get it for free. That's what he basically wanted to do. He most likely probably took the new one out and put an old one in. That's what they
Right.
do. Especially a lot of
Right.
the collectors. The collectors are good for doing that. They might talk bad about us, but they do that a lot. They'll buy your item, get your item, open it up, take what they want out of it, or replace it with another one and send it back to you.
Yeah.
They do that a lot.
Yeah.
And you got to really see or know your item when you're shipping it out. I know people ship out thousands of items and hundreds of 30, 20, 30 items or whatever. It's hard to, but everything is online. So you can go to eBay, you can go back to that listing, and you can see what the item did look like. And once you get the item back, compare it. I do that all the time, because I don't want to say, okay, yeah, you broke this, or you this is missing, and I really don't know what all come in it. You know what I mean? But being I have multiples of these, I can just compare it to the ones I have.
Right.
So yeah, that guy, I'm just waiting for it to come. Once it gets here, we we're gonna go and handle it as normal. You know, uh, I'm hoping this, because sometimes they just switch it out and send a different item. You know what I mean? He don't had it this long, so he could have just switched it out. So
Man,
instead of
9 times 10, that's what they did though, D. You
yeah,
know? Yeah, that's what they did. You know, talking about it came, and you know your stuff ain't broke and messed up.
Yeah.
That's what have me more like frustrated about it. You know what I mean? Like I know my stuff is not effed up. So come on, man.
Yeah.
Hey
Well,
man, it is what it is.
I don't have other ones do that before, like get the item and saying the joints is loose. Like what? I take out the packaging and the joints are loose. What are you talking about? The joints are loose on an action figure? A brand new action figure.
Man, ain't nobody played with it.
Yeah.
Man,
So
Then,
my
then when you get it back,
my
it's scuffed all up.
say again
yeah.
now.
I said, then when you get it back, it's scuffed all up.
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
paint missing, you
I mean,
know.
you pretty much know what it is when these folks open. I'm not saying everybody because it's not everybody. Some people
No.
really have some legit issues. It may be something that we missed on an item when we sent it out. You know, everybody can make a mistake. I mean, I know I have. Um, I made a mistake on one of those transformer helmets that I picked up from GameStop, and I seen the seal was broken when I received it. But instead, I had I don't know. I think I got 8 of them at one time because they had dropped the price so low. Instead of going in and inventorying that item, I never did. I just went, put new seals on it. When it sold, I shipped it, and the customer received it, and basically had mentioned that it wasn't new; it was used. So when they shipped it back the same way they received it, you know, according to them, because I couldn't say yay or nay because I didn't inventory the item like I should have. So that's why I say, you know, sometimes uh, some of the people have legit complaints, you know, especially if you didn't do your due diligence before you ship that item. And I'm not saying every reseller don't, but I know at that particular one I didn't, so I didn't even try to fight it because I specifically remember not checking that item. You know, my first instinct of scam or alert was, nah, man, ain't no way. You know, but then as I thought about it for a minute, I was like, you know what, I didn't, and I remember, you know, the seals being broken.
Yeah.
It just popped out to me in my head that you remember seeing the seals was broken, but you didn't inventory it. So, you know, I had to eat that one. But let me talk about another issue that I was dealing with last week, and I had told Middleman about it. Is, you know, every platform is a little different. You know, some platforms protect your information. Some platforms you got to put your information out there because you're a business. And
Yeah.
Walmart is the one that you got to put your address out there, your business address, where this you got a physical location where you running your business out of a actual business community, or are you running it from your house? Either or, it has to be uh, public knowledge to the customer and your phone number. So last week I was working in the warehouse and I get a call, and I know that my number is associated with customer service for my store on Walmart. So I get a call, and I have this young guy on the phone saying, um, "Hey, I bought 2 items from you, and I need a refund." So, you know, now it's like I'm right in front of the computer. I get into the business mode, and I was like, okay, so first thing I'm gonna need is the order number. I don't have the order number. Okay, so where's the order number? Well, my mom ordered it. So, okay, is it possible you can get your mom on the phone to give me the order number? No, she's at work. Okay, so what is your mom's name? Because all of these questions I'm asking him will help me find the item that was shipped. So he give me the mom first name, which I never heard of a name spelled that way, but it was possible. So I put the name in, name didn't come up. I said, okay, give me the last name. Put that name in, that name didn't come up. Then it's like, okay, give me the product name. Now that way I can go in and put in the product name and I can see in my inventory if I even had that item. So when I check my inventory, that item didn't even exist in my inventory. So there's no way I could have sold it to him. And he's saying I had two. So once I eliminated all of those, then he was like, well, you buy toys, don't you? I said, yeah. I said, I buy and sell toys. He's like, well, won't you just buy these two from me? Because I can't take them back to Walmart. And I'm like, no, Walmart's not going to take them unless you got a receipt. And he was like, well, yeah, well, I can sell you two of them. So, I'm entertaining him. I'm saying, okay, so, how much you want to sell them for? And he was like, well, for two, let's do $80. And I was like, $80. I said, that's full retail price. I said, I don't pay full retail price for anything. So then he was like, okay, well, let's do 20 each. And then I started thinking, okay, these are stolen. Now, if I had the facts to prove that, I didn't. But everything he was telling me didn't match up. So then I just hit him with, I don't buy onesies and twosies. I only buy collections. If you're willing to sell your whole collection, then we can talk. So it went from that to, um, well, I don't want to sell my whole collection. So I said, okay, no problem. Well, we can talk another time when you want to sell the collection. So I hang up. In the middle of me telling middleman the story, he calls back. So I'm like, now I got to make it seem like I'm a big corporation. I'm a big business. So I'm like, no, I only own 50% of the business, and then my business partner owns 50%, and they pretty much don't really want to do the deal unless we're gonna buy the whole collection. So he started tap dancing, and then he was like, well, I can sell you 3 items. Like, nah, we good, man. We're gonna have to disconnect from this call. And I hung up. But the moral of the story is you gotta be careful out here dealing with people because they got your number and your address. So not only can they pick up the phone and call you, they can come and knock on your front door. So just be careful, and I'm not just saying where they can come up and you can have this spat with somebody over a claim because maybe Walmart turned down the claim and didn't pay them, and they know where to find you. So now they're gonna come and confront you personally about their claim, and it could possibly happen. I mean, it's some nuts out here. So I'm just putting that out there for anybody. Just be careful, when you dealing with these customers. If you have to deal with a customer over the phone, I don't think eBay does that, but Walmart does, and that's to me is a red flag for pretty much exposing third party resellers to their customers. It could be pros and cons to everything, but that's the one of the cons that I see, that people have access to you as a third party reseller on Walmart.
Yeah, they got everything: your name, your address, and your phone number. Some of those, if you look at some of those labels, they got your phone number on the label. I don't know if you ever paid attention to that.
Yeah, they got the customers too.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they getting your number any way they can get your number either way. They can either get it on off the package or they can get it online. But for him, he wasn't no buyer, so he was just trying to sell something.
yeah.
That's all he did.
Basically, what his story was, he needed money to pay for his hotel room.
So let's
Yeah.
think about this. Let's think about this, man. If somebody want to do business with you, right?
Right.
Is it wise for them to start out lying to you?
Not at all. Not at
So
all.
why would you start out a business transaction with a lie? So now I can't trust you.
Right.
Now I can't trust you. And I'm not going to do business with you now that I know that you'll lie to me. It's
Right.
like being in a relationship. Nobody likes a liar. A liar will steal. You know what I
Yep.
mean? What
And
Ray Charles
my
said,
my
scratch the liar, find the thief.
my thing too about that whole story was, if your mom can afford to buy you some action figures, why ain't she just give you the money to help you pay for your rent at the hotel? It's just don't add up. It sounds like you went somewhere and you stole those figures to help pay for your room.
What made them go online and look on Walmart and find you?
I don't know.
Out all of them resellers online.
I think probably what he did was, you can go on there and find people that, like it's just like when you go to order something, you can order who closest to you. So he probably went on there and just seen that, okay, this guy's located over in Fayetteville, not too far away, so let me just reach out to him. I don't know, I'm just speculating, but I don't know, man. It's just it was crazy. But I mean, you can just have people out there watching you go in
Yeah.
your business every day, and you don't even know they're watching you.
I just pray to God that never happens to me. Um,
Right.
I don't know how it might turn out. Um, but I'm always armed. So I don't know how that's gonna turn out.
Yeah.
That's all I'm gonna say. I don't know how that's gonna turn out. Cause
What what's
that
I
people.
hope it turn out
Florida
to
stand
be.
your ground state, right?
Mhm. Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
And if you
Okay.
feel threatened, if you come to my house with a angry dismay, just all out
Disposition,
mad,
anger, disposition.
yeah. Because I'm a peaceful man. I don't bother no one. You knock on that door with aggression that I feel is threatened.
Cheryl
I'm,
in
I'm
here.
I'm gonna say a quick prayer. I pray to God, please never let this happen. Please allow this fool to turn around and go about his business. Please, Lord, let this fool go. Shut the
Yeah.
door. Knock at my door again. God, I'm asking you one more time. Let this fool go. And call the police. Call the police.
Please,
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 please get here fast.
please,
Please.
please, please,
Yeah.
baby,
Man,
please
Please get
don't.
here fast.
here in Georgia, somebody can come on your property and, you know, talk, be
Hmm?
irate or whatever, but you can't really do nothing unless they uh, come past the threshold of your door.
Oh, okay.
So that's a slippery slope in the courtroom if you
So,
uh,
so
put
what
somebody,
happened?
if you hit somebody in your yard or put somebody down in your yard because you still had the opportunity to de-escalate.
Mm,
But if you in your house and they come in your house, that's different. But if you
mm.
go out there and you tell them to get off your property and they don't, and you pop them, you're gonna be in big trouble here. That's the process here is you call 911 to come in and de-escalate.
Yeah. I said I'll do that. I'm gonna call in them and pray for them to get here fast. Please get here fast. Cause it's not gonna turn out too good.
Right.
But you know that's
The
I'm just
Debbie
saying.
basically saying when she sells, she anonymous, but don't you have to have your address on the shipping label?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
Walmart, Amazon did away with the PO box.
yeah.
Amazon definitely don't want to use no PO
Now I'm
box.
saying eBay. eBay.
Oh, eBay. Oh, okay. I don't
Yeah.
know about eBay doing away with it, but Amazon and Walmart don't. They don't want you using the PO box
Right. So I
because
got two giveaways tonight, and they're gonna be wrestlers. I got one from the AEW, Adam Page, and I got one from the WWE WrestleMania, Seth Rollins. Now these items I picked up off of Whatnot, and they didn't come in perfect. So some of them need a little work. Probably just needed. I don't know if y'all saw that message I had put on Instagram where I took the Aaliyah doll and pretty much made it look new. If you haven't checked that out, check it out on Instagram or TikTok, where I showed it before and after photo of Aaliyah, the Barbie doll that I had got. Pretty much was in bad shape, but a little my skills helped me to make it back new. So you probably can do the same with this particular wrestler. It's a build a figure, uh, and it got the Seth Rollins, Hulk Hogan, Bret Hitman, and Bianca Blair. You need all four of those to create this build a figure guy. So um, we're just gonna go ahead and do the numbers because every time I do the wheel, it brings down my internet speed for some reason.
I'll stay out of it.
All right, so if you're interested, the first one I'm gonna do is the Adam Page AEW. It has a blemish right here. That's the only blemish, and if you you got some type of skill set, you can pretty much make that go away with some gorilla glue and tape. You may have like a little vein right there, but other than that, that's the only thing wrong with this box. All right, so Adam Page, if you're interested in it, what we have 13. So put a number in the chat from 1 to 15 if you're interested in this action figure. Let me blow it up right quick. All right, so this is the first one. Like I said, it has a little blemish right here. Right there is the blemish. Other than that, it's nothing wrong with this box or the figure itself. Everything's intact, even the belt. All right. And the second one I'm going to give away is the self-rolling Build-A-Figure. And this one right here, it got tape on it right here. And it got a little split right there. So other than that, everything is inside of there that's supposed to be there.
Yeah, that's from that people.
Huh?
That's from those people to get the whatnot.
Yeah,
People.
yeah, for sure.
I got a
All
couple
right.
whatnot things I purchased. You want to do some show and tell?
Yeah, so if you're interested, go ahead and drop your number in the chat. And from 1 to 15 for this one. 1 to 15. We're going to cut it off in a few seconds. 1 to 15. Once I drop the X's, that's it. If anybody interested, I'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 5 people interested. You can sell this thing on eBay. I think that belt by itself probably about $13. It's crazy how people will buy the belt
Yeah,
separate. So
yeah. And they sell it on platforms just the belt. eBay got just the belts on there too.
yeah, yeah.
Whatnot too.
And this is an AEW belt, championship belt. So drop your number in the chat and get ready to close it out, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
That always amazed me when I see them selling those belts. Like, wow. I don't want to open up my figures for those belts. And the belt will go for more than the action figure open. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, exactly. All right, here we go. It's the first giveaway. We'll do the second giveaway once we do the show and tell. Can y'all see that?
Nope.
What about now?
13? This
13.
was 13. Okay.
13.
All right. That'll be look
Who
like
got
Nita J.
Nita J?
Yep.
She
11.
got 11.
All right. She the closest without
Yep.
going over. All
That's
right.
her.
Okay, Nita J.
Good luck. Oh, good luck. Congratulations, Nita.
So the people that won the week before, Resale Daddy, um, Bill Bixby, you all should have got y'all stuff this week. This past week. Nita J won and Cheryl won. Y'all should get y'all stuff this week. Matter of fact, uh, Nita J, you're gonna have 2 items in your box for right now. And if you win this one, it'll be 3 items.
Hmm.
All right. So, all right, Middleman, you got show and tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna show a couple things. You know, one of them was a high dollar item that I bought off whatnot. But this is a teacher moment for whatnot sellers, right? All right.
All right, hold on a second. Let me blow you up. All right, give us the teacher's moment, man.
All right. So I purchased this off of whatnot, right? Everybody, if you look this up, this is a very even in Walmart right now. Currently in Walmart, it's a $100 Lego set, right? The person when they were selling it, they were just showing this side of it, wasn't showing anything, just this side. When you have any damages on any item that you're selling or whatnot, you're supposed to show the blemishes, any defect that item has, right? So they didn't show me all the defect. So when I got the item, I open it up and I look around and look at that. Just now it's not $100 item, and I can't
You
sell it
talking about the
for.
big crack in it right there?
Yep, yep. And then it had tape all around it. You know, um, and they had a damage right there on the side. Didn't show none of that. Because if they would have showed it, I wouldn't have purchased it. Because
Right.
everybody know about Legos. They People are very picky about their Legos. So when you go to whatnot and you put a claim in and you do not show the damage, whatnot gonna award that person full refund. You
Did
know,
they request you to send that back?
nope, nope.
So every high dollar item that I put a claim in for, they request to send it back.
They didn't request that one back.
That's
They,
good.
they I had some of them that they have requested back, but that one there they didn't. All right, I got this from whatnot. I haven't seen this one before, but it's an action figure, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Right.
That's nice. Yeah, that's nice.
He did a good job packing that. That came wrapped, and I got. Oh, I just noticed this at the bottom. Wow.
It's
Okay,
torn.
I got this on whatnot. See, again, I normally tell the seller to turn the item around and show the bottom. This particular guy, I didn't do it this time. And as you can see, the bottom has a defect there, and it has this label that looked like he was trying to tear it off, but he stopped. Maybe because he was tearing,
The
he didn't
box
show me
itself.
that.
Yeah.
You have to be very diligent with these guys on there because they're scared to sell the thing when they show you the defect. And then the shredder.
No blemishes.
No, this one right here had no blemishes. See, when he first put this one out, because I've sold this multiple times, and I said, I want to see all of it. Show the sides, the back, tacked it in there, showed it, open it up. I want to see how it looked because this could be a good. This right here is a good item, and I know how much it's worth because I sold it before. Um, when you're dealing with whatnot sellers, and if you are a whatnot seller, you should always show all of the blemishes. You should show everything that's wrong with that item, so there wouldn't be a claim or bad feedback
Yeah.
because they're gonna leave bad feedback. Most of the people that even the people that I bought this Lego from, if you look at their feedback, people are starting to complain, but they're not showing the damages, and they don't know how to package. They'll
Is that
send
the
this item
same
right
place
here.
that we both buy from?
Yep,
Yeah.
this was at the bottom, and it's
Yeah.
probably how it happened. They had everything stacked on top of this one, and this was the
Right.
highest price one.
Right.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I
I
just
don't
don't
know if
get
you
it.
was on the show 2 days ago, but 2 days ago it was a customer that came in and she was going off on them in the chat, and then a couple other people kind of joined in as well, and basically forced them now. If you go to their show now, they are talking about the damages to the
Mm,
item. They showing it and they talking about it because the one lady explained to them, and I kind of echoed what she was saying, is that if you don't show the damage to these items, it's easier for us to make a claim with
yeah,
whatnot against you. And it took them a minute, but they start doing it now. So if you go back and watch their show now, they are doing it. They're
they
showing
all right
you
now.
how.
They all
Yeah,
right
well,
now.
just check them out after the show and see. They, from what I could gather, they are doing it now. It's
They
ones
should
and
have been
twos
doing it.
that they may be missing, but majority of them they are showing you the damage. They're showing you the back, the front, all the corners, and they telling you if it got blemishes.
Yeah. But what I
Yeah,
can say, man, items like this will sell with the damages on there. You know what I mean? They will buy it because it's a high dollar item. It's pretty much
right,
you're not gonna find it for under $100, and if you do, you're fortunate.
right,
You know what I mean? Even with the damages on there on eBay, you probably can get $80 for it
right.
because of what it is. There's a Lego, there's an R2D2, and Star Wars. All of that's the same. All that sells. You know, so I would have showed the damages, and it still would have sold.
Yeah,
But they do show some items with damages, and it still sell.
right,
So I don't know why I don't click in some of their heads. Look, if a person want it, not everybody resell. Some people come on those shows to purchase for themselves. Show the damages. If you ever watch my shows, I show everything that's wrong with that item.
right.
Everything is wrong with that item because I want you to make the right decision and purchase it, and I don't want to have a claim go against
Hmm.
me
Yeah,
and
'cause
bad feedback.
yeah, and isn't there such a thing that whatnot will suspend you for all those claims?
I think they get to a point in which they want them
Yeah,
because what I'm looking at when I'm looking at their reviews, a lot of these folks are putting claims in. You know what I
yeah,
mean? And
yeah.
I put a claim in, and they reached back out to me and asked me if I could revise my feedback. I'm not revising my feedback. I just told the honest truth. And if I was to do that to anyone, I would expect the same.
Right,
You
right,
know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit there and ask you to recant your feedback. It was based off your experience with me. My
right,
the customer service that I gave you was horrible. You know what I mean? Or I didn't do a great job of making sure you get your item in the same condition in which you bought it in.
right.
You know what I mean? And that's the goal there. You're trying to get that item to the customer in the same condition in which they purchased it in. And that's
Yep.
the whole game. That's the whole game in that. And a lot of people don't get that. You know, that's like in any goddamn platform from eBay to Walmart, Amazon, Etsy, all of them. People want that item in the same condition in which they purchased it.
Right.
And if you can't do that, and if you don't know how to just put a little bit of packing material in there, because you can even put, some people don't like newspapers, but if that's all you have and you want to get that item there safely, use it.
Yeah. Resale Daddy, when he came down to the warehouse for one of the sales, he brought me some of that brown paper,
Mm-hmm.
being a roll. And
I got
my
you.
first thought was I don't use that anymore. But then he was like, well, Buffalo, you can ball this up and put it in the boxes for space, especially stuff you shipping to Amazon. I was like, man, you right, bro. And I think he left me about 10 rolls of that stuff, man.
Oh,
You know,
wow.
just being kind, man. I appreciate him for that.
Where
Chris,
my
you got
roll at?
something? Huh?
Well, that brown
Where
paper,
my roll, man?
Hey, man, that stuff probably costs more than ship. You have to get that when you come through.
that brown
Uh,
paper, we wrap packages up in that.
Yeah, I use that, man,
So
all the
we
time.
u- we,
yeah.
we use
That's a
that. But
filler.
this is some you probably ain't seen in a while.
Hold on just a second.
Like,
Hold on a second. Go ahead.
like I said, this is something y'all probably ain't seen in a while. This is a Mr. Potato Head Star Wars. You feel me? You remember when we had these?
Those came from Ollie's.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I
Man,
hadn't
this
seen
joint.
those in a few years.
Yes, sir.
What they
Well,
selling for now?
this one just sold for 50. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can imagine. Not to cut you off, Chris, but middleman, that right there go to show you what I was saying about Ollie's is when they have these buyouts, you ain't gonna see that item no more.
Nope.
So it's best to just, if you got the instinct to go ahead, or in the capital to go ahead and buy some of those items and squirrel them away for a couple of years, you probably can make a killing. I mean, that's a prime example of what Chris got, because I remember buying those, like 15, 20 of them, and I probably made about $6 off of them at the end of the day because everybody had them. Now, they few far in between, and he making $50 off of it. So,
Man.
that's what we got to do, man. When they have those sales at the end of the year or the beginning of the year in January, where it's 50, 60% off, take the time out to go out there and look around. You may find a couple items that doesn't cost no more than $4, $5 that you can, spend for 40, 50 of those items, and then just take half and put them away.
Like, that's if you
If
can
you can
afford it.
afford it, do that, because that's crazy. I remember having a lot of those, and my profit margin wasn't that high because it was a lot on the market.
Well, I think I got 3 more of them.
Yeah,
So
that's a good deal right there.
That
yeah.
that goes to show that when we was talking about if you can hold items, certain items, not all items,
Yeah,
Right.
certain
yeah,
items,
yeah,
hold it and wait for the low ballers get off and get the premium for that item.
yeah,
And if people who've been doing this for a while, they know. You know what I mean?
But,
And we don't do it. Sometimes we don't do it on purpose. Sometimes we just forget something's in the inventory and run
right.
up on it and be like, hold on, this is how much now?
and then to be truthful, sometimes you get knocked off a listing and you can't
Yeah.
sell it. And then you go back and rescan that joint and you bumping. And you the only cat on the listing.
Yep, yep,
That is true. That is true. And it happens a lot. Especially Amazon. Amazon will kick you off for something quick. and sell out, and everybody sell out, and then you come back a few months later and no one knowing, and you put it up there for the original price that you had it at.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right.
Let me go ahead and do this last giveaway, man, so we can get ready to close out the show. Let me know if y'all like that Scammer of the Week promo. You put a 1 in the chat if you liked it. Put a 0 in the chat if you didn't like it. If you was able to see it. That's something that we're going to kind of build on in the show. Have a couple more stories to tell as we get deep into this year with these dealing with these different scammers.
What you talking about, Greg?
Huh?
What's Greg talking about? These shut me down. What he said last week
about holding stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. So go ahead and put your number in the chat for this item right here. Like I said, it really don't take much to fix this. But I mean, you know, when you paying for something, this ain't what you want. But if you get it for free, it's not gonna take much to fix this. All you need is a heat gun to get this tape off of there. Need some Gorilla Glue and some tape for this. Let it sit for an hour or so. And I mean, it'll definitely be back in almost new selling condition,
All right. We got
or
4 people
acceptable selling condition. Say again?
We got 4 people with 1. Nita J. Looks like Nita J was the first one in the chat with 1.
Well,
Bill already changed.
Resell Daddy got 7, and Bill Biscuit got 5.
Yeah, he just changed it.
Yeah, so Nita J is the first in the chat with 1. Hopefully y'all can see that. Everybody else need to change the number. Bill,
That one that one, the one is, you said 1 if I like y'all like it.
With the my bad.
my bad.
Yeah. Sorry about that, y'all. Sorry about that. No,
everybody else putting the number up for the.
Okay, so let's start over with that, y'all. I appreciate the ones, and I definitely we're gonna build off of that. So if you're interested in this action figure, go ahead and drop your number in the chat.
See, that ain't good because then reseller dad put 7. That's a hell no, or that's just everybody put 1 for him.
Put in the number for this.
Yeah,
I know, right?
All right, so the number for this right here, drop your number in the chat, y'all. Drop your number in the chat.
My sugar down right now, Bree.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it together. My bad, y'all. My bad.
In that case, he threw me off there. I'm like, okay, everybody pulling 1. Why he got 7?
All right, so resale sticking with 7.
Yeah.
And then you got Cheryl with 10. You got Bill with 5. All right, drop your number in the chat, y'all. And so y'all know the number is already made. So it ain't no me looking in the chat writing the number down. The number is already made. So I ain't going to cheat y'all out of no product. If that's the case, I wouldn't even take time to give it away.
Y'all know it's 3. Hold on.
Yeah, Resale said 1, man.
He said 1 through what?
1 if you like it, 0 if you don't like it.
No. What was the number? 1 to 15?
1 to 15. 1 to 15.
Oh, okay.
1 to 15, y'all.
I gotta get something to eat, man. My sugar low, bro.
Yeah, get you something to eat, man.
Yeah, 10 is a good number. That's slash.
Yeah, man. My little dude trying to get on camera over here.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Tyson?
Tyson, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. All right, we're going to close this one out, y'all. Let's see.
But, bro, if you do see this figure right here, man, get him.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
with the money in the bank,
Yeah.
bro. SummerSlam, get him. If you ever see him for $40, I think he's at $80 on eBay.
Okay.
On eBay.
I seen it before, but somebody outbidded me for it. I got a limit. I always put a limit on my bid. If they go over that, they can have it.
Yeah.
All right, here we go, y'all. This is the number. Let's see. All right. Hold on, Tyson. Hold on. Can y'all see that?
No.
Mm-mm,
11.
mm-mm.
11 is the
11.
number. Where we at?
Cheryl. Cheryl got 10.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Cheryl. Here you go, Cheryl. This will be coming with your Funko Pop.
I told you I was a good number. 10
All
was a
right.
good number.
So, like I said, you do how you want to do it, but what I would suggest, take a heat gun, take this tape off, and then get you some Gorilla Glue with some painter's tape, seal it back together, and it will definitely be acceptable for like new items.
Congratulations, Cheryl.
Yep, congratulations. Um, if y'all got anything to plug, go ahead and plug it, and then we're gonna close out this one. My dog.
This some painter's tape right here. So this how it look. Some of them blue. Just saying. Right,
If you
bro.
can find it, if you can find the yellow one though, get the yellow one. It's
Yeah.
made by Blue Dolphin. That one is it's not as strong as the blue one.
No.
So if you can find that in Walmart, try to get that one because that's the one I use, and it's basically strong enough to hold it together, but it's not strong enough to stick to the glue.
Yeah. The blue one would do it sometimes.
Yeah, the blue one leave a little residue.
Oh,
So
so you ready to close out?
yeah, go ahead, close it out, and you know, Chris, you can kick it off, and then
Hey,
we'll work
hey,
our way
I want to
around.
say, hey, have a happy Sunday, man. Night. And, God bless everybody. And peace, love, and hair grease. I get at y'all when I get at y'all.
All right.
Okay. Well, first, I'd like to say congratulations to all the winners tonight. Also, to all the ones who has family members graduating kids from these schools.
Right.
Man, they going to the next step of their life. Congratulations to all of them. Uh, you can subscribe or follow me on Instagram at the Middleman Picker. Whatnot is the Middleman Picker on Whatnot. Thank y'all for coming out. We'll see y'all next week. Hopefully, I will be here. If not, I relay it to Buff, or I'll be on the road. I'll be on remote, like I was doing when I was doing it 127 yard sale. But if not, I hope to see y'all. Stay safe. We'll see you when we do see you. Thank y'all for coming out.
All right. Sherry, it's called Gorilla Glue, and I know they make seven different versions, but if I get a chance tomorrow when I go to the warehouse, I'll send you the one that I use. It's seemed to be the best one for me. So
Are you
you
talking about
always
the tape?
now the glue,
Oh,
the
the glue.
Gorilla Glue.
No, I'm talking
It's
about what she talking about. The tape or the
now
glue?
she asked him about the glue.
Oh,
I just got to show you a picture of it. I can't remember it because they make different kinds. But
I
this
see.
particular one is the one I use for all my items.
Yeah.
Uh, so thank you all for coming out. Sorry about the little hiccup that we had early in the show. Hopefully that won't happen again. Um, and thank you all for all your support, continued support. Continue to share the show. We need to try to build this show. I mean, we come in here and we do what we're supposed to do. We put the information out. We give you all everything that we have to offer. We just, you know, don't want this show to be all for naught. We want to try to build this show, and we can't do that without you all. So I appreciate you all sharing the show. I see you out there for the folks that share my content on social media, and I definitely want to recognize that. It's definitely not going unnoticed, and I appreciate you all. Just need everybody to get involved with sharing the content for whatever I push out on social media, on Instagram or TikTok, or even on YouTube. If you can take it and share it, that's just going to amplify the visibility of this show. So, with that being said, Buffalo Picker, Glass City, D Middleman, Defend the Hustle. See you all next week.
Good night.